As someone with ADHD and autism, there are quite a few challenges I face in the workplace, but at the same time, there are ways to overcome it. Here are my top 6 challenges and my top 5 accommodations that help me to thrive in the workplace. The first challenge is overstimulation and in particular noise. If people are talking nearby, I cannot focus. Lighting is also a problem for me. If the light's really bright, that gives me headaches. I also struggle with understimulation. If I'm in a really boring meeting, which has been happening a bit, then it's really hard for me to stay focused. And the same thing if I'm given tasks that I don't see the point of, it's hard for me to complete them. Social dynamics can be a challenge. Anything to do with office politics, I am oblivious to and not very skilled at. And I hate having to wear restrictive clothing. Don't ask me to wear a suit ever. I am so much better with comfortable clothes. And finally, traveling to the office can be really stressful for me. I find it hard to get there on time. I don't really like the experience of traveling. I'm afraid I'll lose stuff. I prefer working from home. And the final challenge is energy levels, that I often have a massive energy dip in the afternoon, and it's very hard for me to cope with that in an office environment where I can't easily go and have a nap. There are some accommodations that help. The first one is working from home, where I can control the noise and the sound and the lighting. It means that I don't have to worry about people talking around me because I've got a room that I can close. Schedule flexibility is also important for me. I find that if I can have a midday workout and if I can have a nap if I need it, I'm much more productive over the day. And I can't necessarily do that in a strict 9 to 5 environment. Optimizing meetings is important for me. If I am just passive listening for half an hour, that is death to me. I really need meetings to be focused and ideally to not have more than 3 people in them, because otherwise it is really boring for me and I'm not really going to engage or provide much value. Another thing that has helped is writing a user manual for myself and sharing it with my colleagues so that they can understand that I don't mean to necessarily be harsh. That's part of the way that I am, but I do try, and I'm not intentionally trying to be hurtful. It just comes out sometimes, especially if I'm overstimulated. And finally, the other thing that helps is I built an app called Focus Bear, which helps block distractions, and that has made a world of difference to me. And an app called Late No More, which helps me to actually show up to meetings on time. So even though there are many challenges, it is possible for me and other people with ADHD and autism to do really well in the workplace, especially if we can control our environment.